It's Wednesday, 1st December here in Takoradi, and I just had the privilege to vote in the special voting here in Takoradi, and this is the police park. It's in the Takoradi constituency, and this is where the military, the media, the EC officials, and some people will be very active on the election day. As December 7 are voting today in the special election, and I have a so I want to pick some reactions from people, some journalists, the presiding officers, and everybody here, what their view about today's encounter has been. And it's been interesting. It looks free here in Takoradi constituency. We'll be taking you around to some of the constituencies for the special voting. My name is Nana Kwesi Kumsen, and this is the project. So I'm here with the presiding officer for polling station B. That's the Takoradi constituency, and because of the numbers, it was divided to A and B. How's the process been so far, sir?
Oh, the process has been so good. Since morning, we started 7 o'clock.
In the morning?
In the morning, exactly. And everything has been smooth for us.
So far, turnout?
Oh, turnout has been good. So far, we have 139 male and then 64 female.
139 male and 64 female. How many people are you expecting to vote?
I'm expecting 401 voters.
Wow. So about half of them have come up so far.
Half of them have come.
Okay, so what was the expectation? You are closing at 5 p.m.?
We are closing at 5, and the expectation that at least before closing, everybody will turn up to vote.
But there's not been any unusual incidents here so far?
No. Everything
incident-free?
Incident-free.
Wow.
And then at least the security, they are cooperating with us, and then everything is...
So today you're expecting the media people, the security personnel, and EC officials. So you voted yourself?
No. I'm not voting today.
Oh, you are voting the general election?
On the 7th, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right then.
But others that we have recruited, that's the operative, they came to vote, and then plus the other security agencies.
So some of the political party officials have been here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So when they come...
The MPP candidate has been here, NDC candidate, and then...
for the parliamentary candidate, they've all been here?
They've all been here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so when they come, they just interact with you people?
Oh, yeah.
Wish you well and...
Oh, they ask of the process and then some challenges and other things, but so far there has not been any challenge. Everything has been free flow, so it is well with us.
All right, thank you so much, sir.
Everything has been peaceful.
Great. So we come back. So are you going to? You are not going to declare?
You are not going to count.
You are not going to count
until 7th December.
So what will it be? You go to
EC.
We
will do it at the collation center.
Wow.
Yeah.
But is it safe?
Safe.
We don't know.
From here straight to the
but we don't know what happened in the ballot now.
Oh, whatever happened, the political parties are here. We are going to seal it, and they too, they will seal it. So from here straight to the police station, so that it will be kept till 7th December when you all gathered at the collation center to count it.
All right, thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome.
So just here is Mr. Joe Nelson. He's the NDC's regional secretary, and so he's the CEO of the party here in the Western region. So far, has it been so far?
So far, I have personally been a number of polling stations in the metro. Of course, I've also put in place a mechanism to collect information from all the other centers beyond the metro.
So where have you been?
No,
this is your first?
Physically, I've been to 3 places. This is the 3rd place.
Okay, so where have you been to so far?
I've been to
Sekondi-Takoradi
Time will allow, I'll go to Hunter West. But I've picked the information from all the other places.
And what does it tell you?
Positive. I mean, up to this point, we have not observed any incident that is untoward. I mean, the processes as laid out by the EC have been followed. The COVID protocols have been followed as well. And then the agents have been allowed to sit comfortably and be able to attend as well. It's also something that it's about media. All the places have been just about half of the people that have already cast their ballot, which is positive.
Very.
So that by the evening, we should be heading towards 80, 70, 80%, which will be
you've spoken to your agents who are on the ground as well?
Yes, not all the agents. You know, we have constituency officers, just like you have here. You have the constituency secretary, I've seen the chairman, the constituency organizer, and some others who are here. And they, you know, the agents are there observing the process. They must be busy, you know, and they should not be distracted. But the constituency officers who are also watching, and they can give us information. If I hadn't come here and I had called, I believe that the report that I would have received would have reflected.
Would have been accurate.
That's right. It would have been accurate. Would have reflected the actual happenings here. So I'm okay with what I've observed and the information I have received across the region about happenings in all these places where the elections are.
So the NDC doesn't have a seat in the Sekondi-Takoradi Metroplis so far. Are you positive this time?
Oh, very positive.
Which seat looks hopeful?
I'm not about mentioning constituencies, but you asked the question about me being hopeful, and I believe I have answered you. But your second question, mentioning
a specific seat,
I'm disappointed. But
all right.
what I will assure is that we have some solid candidates in the metro, unlike previously. I mean, the array of candidates we have this time is, I mean, they are solid. You talk of Sekondi-Takoradi, where we have
Professor Dr. Yes,
Grace, who is doing marvelously well, and giving Honorable Jogate a sleepless night, and making him construct roads at dawn and at night and all of that, all in an attempt to please the people, because his time is up, and I believe that seat is up for grabs. You come to Sekondi, Panya, with all his accolades, he's matching what's his name? Mesa boot for boot, and so Sekondi is also looking good. You come to Kwesimintim, Lawyer Fifi Bagman, clap. As a clap for this government as having done something for the Western region. Are you from this region?
yes.
You must be sad. You must weep for how this region has been, you know,
Treated.
And 3 months to the time, the president comes to cut salt in Shama for a district hospital. Go and see. There's not a fly there working as a contractor on that side. Same applies to this come around
PTC.
Go to Ajay Kwanta. So the president comes. Nothing is happening. So is that what we deserve?
We deserve more. Mr. Nelson, yes.
So that is why if we are going to put the people
everybody's benefiting.
I've given you how many projects?
No, so do you want to say free SHS doesn't exist?
Oh, you are drawing me into another argument. We are not talking about. That is why I zeroed in on Western region. So when the argument is made that NDC counter that argument with some positive things that have happened over the 4 years. Why if you draw me into a national program like, you know, the free SHS, which in fact is the mantra of the MP. Whether you have a stomach ache, you have a headache, you have a toothache, the response is the same, free SHS. So, I mean, as far as we're concerned, this region has suffered from the abysmal, underwhelming, disappointing performance of this president.
All right, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Nelson. So that's Mr. John Nelson. He's the General Secretary of NDC in the Western region. We are still speaking to some people to pick their reactions, especially on this special vote. Eric, AJ is the Western Regional House correspondent for TV3, and he's been to some of the polling stations so far. Mr. J, so how has the observation been so far? How many places have you been?
Thank you very much. So I started with my reporting from Efia constituency. You know, Efia, when you go to Efia constituency, there are two parliamentary candidates. The incumbent, Joseph Kujo, who also doubles as the Deputy Energy Minister in charge of Finance and Infrastructure. And again, we have, for the NDC, we have Michael Otu. So for that constituency, we have two aspirants vying for the parliamentary. And these two people are quite familiar because they've contested themselves before.
Okay.
So this is the second time they're coming to contest. I got there around 8 o'clock and I spoke with the presiding officer, Clemens Afrani, and he told me that as at 7 o'clock, everything was ready for them to start. So 7:02 up to 7:03, the first person had cast the ballot. So it tells you that it takes minimum 2-3 minutes, then we're done with the process. And again, he told me that the electoral materials, like I said, were on time. He's okay with the security arrangement. Myself, I counted 4 policemen at post, and he was very insistent that you are in a nose mask before you are allowed and you are made to be part of the process. He recounted a story to me where he had to turn away 2 people because they were not in nose masks, so they had to rush to a nearby store to go for nose masks and came. He told me that about 6 persons, the names of about 6 people were not on the list, and he told me that probably they didn't register for the special voting. So I spoke to one of them, and he told me that he took things for granted. He was actually away on a peacekeeping mission. He came and he thought that because he had the voters ID card, he can just walk in. But he was told that this is for specific persons who, because of their engagements, will not be able to go to their respective polling stations. So that's happened. So then we went to Sekondi to when we got there, it was being conducted at the new AstroTurf. That was commissioned by Methodist Park by the president a few days ago. There too, because of the numbers, they had separated the polling stations. So you have 2 separate polling stations, and it was very encouraging. When I got there, for polling station A, they had 401, and station B, they had 402. As at the time I got there, around 10:15, they have all passed the half mark. Yes, so for polling station 1, I remember it was in excess of 200, and the other one too was just about hitting 200. So it tells you that the voter turnout is quite impressive. And what I want to believe is that for Sekondi, you know, it is very close to the Western Naval Command, so I want to believe that there's little effort if you want to come and cast your ballot. Then we went to, but before then we spoke with the Member of Parliament for Sekondi, Andrew Japa Mesa, and he told me that the exercise is so smooth, and the phrase he used was that coming events cast their shadows. So he believes that what he has seen is just going to be a reflection, or it's a reflection of what will happen on December 7th. So the hue and cry from the opposition National Democratic Congress that the Electoral Commission will not be up to tax on December 7th is non-starter. It's a non-starter. So then I moved to Sekondi-Takoradi. Sekondi-Takoradi too, it was being held at the Brigade Hall at the Methodist Church. There too, they had passed the half mark. It is the names on the roll is 267, and about 135 had cast their ballot at the time that I got there, 11:15. So it tells you that the turnout is impressive. There again, the polling station is close to the Western Naval Command, so I want to believe that it requires little effort coming there. I spoke to a regional executive, the treasurer, Hama Akezi, and he told me that she's impressed with what she's seen so far. She went to Shama, she went to Sekondi, and she was at Sekondi-Takoradi, and the turnout is very encouraged. And he wants to believe that people are eager to exercise their franchise. So he believes that it is not going to be too far away from what is going to happen on December 7th. I also spoke with with a member of the communication monitoring team, Dr. Adra Kojuba, and he also expressed satisfaction about the voter turnout. So from there, we came to Takoradi, and you can also bear witness to the fact that the exercise has been smooth so far. The police station has been split into two, 401, 402. And as at the time that I spoke with them, they are all over 200. The other observation is that I was impressed in all the 4 areas that I've been, that the fact that we had a polling agent for a party agent for the Ghana Union Movement. GUM. So you see, it tells you that they are in for the long haul. You remember that the latest survey from the University of Ghana pointed to the fact that they are the third force. So I'm sure they are not leaving anything to chance. If you go to Sekondi, they actually have a parliamentary candidate there. If you come to Takoradi too, they also have a parliamentary candidate there. So it tells you that they are in for the long haul. So basically, that's about it. I'm also impressed with how the security men and women have conducted themselves so far. You know, they are the persons in charge of law and order. So I suppose that is how come we are not seeing
leadership example.
You see any, if you will, skirmishes around. So
you've not recorded any incidents yet?
No, so far.
And you've not heard of any?
No, what I gathered, I didn't witness it. What I gathered is that some voters, after casting their votes, will take a shot of their votes for whatever reason, I don't know. But I didn't witness any. But when I was at Efia, somebody told me that something like that happened. Sekondi too, something like that happened. And moments ago, the presiding officer for the other center, Abankwa, told me that somebody had attempted to take a shot of the votes, and it was prevented. So all in all, I think that if this is how it's going to be for we'll have little work to do. But what people are saying is that, you know, for instance, if you come to Takoradi, we have more than 100 polling stations. So the pressure will be very high compared to now that there's only one or two polling stations. But we want to believe that it shouldn't be something that should degenerate into any chaotic scenes. I believe that they understand themselves, and I'm sure that come December 7, there will be little pockets of incidents here and there, but I'm not sure that it will degenerate into anything serious, for which reason we have to be running here and there.
Yeah, all right. Thank you so much. That was a detailed one from the TV3's correspondent for Western Region, Mr. Eric Ajay. Thank you.
Thank you, Charlie.